Hello again, this is Jax. Kenji is asleep over there in his bed right now because it is Sunday night. I have just finished editing the kitchen cleaning episode, and it's currently uploading. Now, normally I wouldn't touch this until tomorrow, but I think I got to get started in that bedroom right away. So I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to try to at least do the tour tonight and start the cleaning, maybe do a couple of loads of laundry to get things kicked off before we come close to a deadline. All right, so without further ado, let's go for our tour. All right, this tour is going to be short and anything but sweet because over the course of the cleanup, I have been having to toss things in here, basically putting them aside so that they would be ready for later. Now, there you see my closet. It's a very small closet. My toolbox, toys, laundry, and the bed. Now, it is a very, very small room. And that may be my hope. The fact that there isn't that much room for mess in here may mean that this will actually take less time to clean than I fear. But let's find out. All right, let's talk for a moment about how things get this out of hand. It's great that I'm cleaning things up. I'm proud of myself, pat, pat, pat. But the fact is that I did this in the first place. You know, I allowed it to get to this state. And there's nobody really to blame for that except me. At some point in my life, I gave myself the excuse. I said, you know what, I'm tired today. I'm going to leave that laundry on the floor. I'm going to order that pizza and watch it in front of the TV. I'm going to go get a case of Coke Zero, and the cans can stay on the desk. It's not a big deal. You know, it's only a little bit. It'll take me 10 minutes to clean it later. But then you don't come back later. Because now you've got the habit of not doing these things. You know it's not the end of the world. So, maybe it's not 4 cans on your desk. Maybe it's 8 next time. There's 3 boxes of pizza on the floor. Who cares? That's still nothing. You clean that up in 2 minutes. There's a couple extra dirty dishes. Maybe, after you brush your teeth, you got that gunk in your sink, the toothpaste bits, or some splashes across your mirror. Who cares? It's no big deal. You'll wipe that off later. But every time, I give myself this excuses, and I'm sure it's the same for many of you. Every time I give myself that inch, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Because I think if you accept excuses from yourself now, it becomes a lot harder to not accept them in the future. And harder every time. And this is the result. You end up with a messy, messy, messy apartment. You end up broke because, you kept thinking, yeah, I can afford to go out to dinner one more time. It's not a big deal. It's okay, just this one time. Until you just this one timed yourself into the poorhouse. You get big, fat, because, you know what? Not eating right. That chocolate bar? That chocolate bar tastes great. And you know what? It's just one. It's not a big deal. Is 2 a big deal? Well, 3. 4? At what point does this become this, and you finally say, that's enough? Now, I've reached that stage at several points in my life. I've gotten to a point where I looked around and said, oh, this can't continue. But recognizing it, wanting a change, and actually changing are very different things. It's hard to follow up on, not just for me, for everyone. That's part of the point of this channel. It's why all of you are out there watching me right now. Because maybe, if I've got you looking over my shoulder, the changes will stick. Maybe I won't give myself that inch again. And maybe I'll get a whole lot more out of it because I didn't. Let's hope so.